Hello, in this video we will make an Android app in Android Studio with help of some plugins and AI, and also we will use ChatGPT to frame our the complete prompt to be given to the AI to make the Android app. So what are all the softwares we will need? We will only need Android Studio. You can download it from Google searching. This is Android Studio, so I'll start it. So from here we will start a new project. I will click on new. I want it for my phone, so I will choose empty activity. Then I will give the name of the application, and this time I will be making an app based on casino games. So I will make roulette game. So I will give it a name roulette, ROULETT. I think that's correct spelling. From here we will choose a minimum SDK. I will choose the lowest version 5.0 so that my app will run on most of the devices. Then I will choose Kotlin as my programming language. Then I will finish my setup, and Android Studio will start initiating the project. Okay, while Android is initiating the project, we will look at how I came to my prompt, which we will input to the AI to make the Android app. So I went to ChatGPT, then I simply typed in my request. You can read it by pausing it. Then it gave me the features I have included, and then it gave me some modifications which could be added. Then finally I accepted adding the modifications, and this is the final prompt I got to make an roulette app. So I'm going to input this prompt into my Android Studio. Okay, the project I think is done initiating. Now we can start vibe coding our app. Okay, an empty project has been initiated. To check, now we haven't done anything in this project, so it is basically a simple basic empty project. So if I click run, it will only display hello world. So this is an emulator. Whatever app I make, it runs on the emulator. We do not have to code ourselves We do not have to code anything by ourselves. Everything will be done automatically and auto completed with the help of AI. Okay, the plugin I will need is called Firebender. Go to the marketplace and download this Firebender plugin. I've already downloaded it. Once it's downloaded, it will appear here. In a moment, I will click it and I will show how the AI works. We are going to do all the prompting in the Firebender plugin. Okay, it is getting initiated for the first time, so it takes a lot of time. Just building the app, even though it's empty, it does not have anything because we haven't done anything yet. It's just an empty app, but it takes a lot of time for the first time initiation. Finally, after a lengthy wait, our empty app has started and launched on the emulator. As we can see, it is nothing but hello world. This is the empty app. If we choose in the beginning of our initiating the project, if we choose empty project. So now we will stop the app, and we'll go to Firebender plugin. This is our Firebender plugin, and we can choose different AI which are available in the market. There are available AIs will be Claude, Sonnet, OpenAI, ChatGPTs, and DeepSeeks, etc., etc. So for programming, it is well known that Claude 3.7 Sonnet is best. So I will choose Claude 3.7 Sonnet, and it is available freely with Firebender plugin. So okay, we'll start building our app. So let's introduce ourselves to it first with a hi, and okay, then I'll type now. We will copy our prompt we generated through ChatGPT. I copied it, then I'll simply paste it here. And I'll send it. So first we need to understand that did it understand the project. Roulette Royale Android app for you. Let me start by exploring the project structure and setting up the necessary files. So it has already started building the project. All I needed to do is give the right prompt. Let us see whether it can build a complicated app like Roulette from scratch. So we are doing it from scratch, the app building. Although the AI app building does not require any coding skills, but it requires a lot of patience and a lot of waiting, a lot of time is needed, a lot of interaction with the AI. So it is making all the directories. Then it will put all the coding into those directories. Because I have basic programming language, so I know that what it is doing. But for a person who does not have any coding background, do not need to understand each and every process it is doing it here. Once it has done all the file creation and directories, we have to accept the changes at the end. But now we are seeing that it's still making, it's still in the creation process, and because we are making it from the scratch, it's going to take time. So these are all the files it has made till now. These are all files related to themes and colors, how our windows, how our user interface looks when we start the app on the Android, what colors are being used, how the system design looks. Then it will add the main coding required for running the app, the main brains behind it. It's a lot of time consuming process. We need to have a lot of patience here. Yeah, as it's saying that now it started building coding files. The main brains behind the app. Till now it was working on the uh, only on the cosmetic part. Now it started working on the main internal part. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. I could skip the video, but I need to show that what time usually it takes to make an app from the scratch. So we are using Claude 3.7 Sonnet, which is available freely if you use Firebender plugin. We could have used Gemini, which is also a free AI agent, but Gemini compared to Claude Sonnet is not that good in terms of coding and programming apps. So usually Claude Sonnet is not free, but Firebender somehow had made the app available to the general public free of cost, but I do not really know what are the terms and conditions. Maybe it might be accessing our ideas and it can reuse our ideas. So maybe that's the reason it is free. But usually Claude 3.7 Sonnet is considered the gold standard of coding, and usually it is not free. But Firebender has made it available freely, so it is very good time to make use of it and make some apps by using it. So these are all the coding files, like models, like it contains models and it has 43 lines in it. Roulette helper, it's a helper file having 169 lines of code in it. Table view, the roulette table view, the name suggests like it has 244 lines and another 200 lines added to it. So it's a lot of time consuming process. It has to make each and everything from the scratch. So far it has made 15 files from the scratch and still going on. It is a big project. That is why I chose it for the video, because small projects can be made by even freely available AI like Gemini, but big projects like this, I think only the best AI like Claude can handle. So it is a showcase of the power of Claude Sonnet, what it is capable of doing. Okay, now the main activity is a code file which starts which is the first file which starts when we open an app. So that is the main activity. Even I am not perfect in Kotlin and Java, but I had some experience with Java, but that was a long time ago. But nowadays I only do vibe coding, that is with the help of AI. This is the future of coding. We only need to type what we want and the AI will make it. In the future, we don't even need to open these IDEs. In the future, there will be only the text box and we type in all the prompts and it will simply generate. Currently, we are not in that state. Vibe coding is still evolving and developing because it oftentimes makes lots of misunderstandings and errors, and that has to be intervened manually. Okay, now it's making settings activity. It is for the setting of our game. Let's wait. It's going to take a lot of time because this roulette app is not a small one, it's a very big one. This is going to be a long video. Now this is the game activity, as the name suggests, that when we start the game, whatever happens is coded into this activity. So I have not provided any image prompts. So I wonder how well it recognizes the prompts and understands what we actually want, because I already instructed it not to start the making of the project unless I say, but as soon as I gave that prompt, it started building. But no worries. Once it has done making with the project, we will start the game and see whether it resembles what we wanted. Okay, it's in the final stages. Let's create the spin activity. Okay, so it is saying that it has almost completed building the project, and the spin wheel coding is in the process. Till now it has made 19 files. Hope it makes it with no errors. But even the best of AI agents makes lots of mistakes and ends up with errors. And with large projects, like if we get error, it is very difficult to rectify those errors, because AI for coding is still in evolution and really cannot handle large code bases. I think it is adding some sounds because our prompt has mentioned about adding sounds, so it is doing that. So for now it will be all basic sounds, but we'll see. We will add and modify and enhance sounds later. That is not our main priority here. Our main priority is to build a basic app from the scratch. Okay, it's creating a readme file so that it maintains a record of the document about the project. I think, is it for its reference? Yes, maybe. And once it has completed creating all the files, the most interesting part comes, running the app and see how well it runs. Okay, what happened here? Is it doing? Is it doing something? Okay, I will accept every changes here. And is it done doing? So I will ask it. The app allows players to choose between two types of roulettes, customize a starting balance, place bets on the table, and watch the wheel spin with realistic animations. Okay, so it is saying that it has finished creating the roulette Android app. So let's start the app now. Hope it doesn't encounter any errors, but let us see how well it runs. Launching on devices. Okay. Okay, what has happened? It's still showing the hello Android. That is not what I wanted. Okay, so I will write here, when I start the app, when I run the app, it shows hello Android. Because when I ran the app, the game was not loading, but something else. So whatever problem you encounter, you simply type in and ask it, and it will come with a fix. But now it is taking a lot of time. That suggests the app isn't loading our custom layout, or maybe using a default template. Let's check if we need to properly apply the main activity layout and make sure all the imports are correct. Yeah, there was some problem using the default template, so it has to load the custom layout, the game template. So it is verifying it. For large product, like which has a lot of codes and lots of files, it becomes it consumes a lot of time. That is why there's so much wait time. So it has finally seen the issue. So it is in the process of fixing it, and it really takes a lot of time. That's one more thing, because it is freely available. It takes a lot of time because it is serving all other free users, so that is why it takes time. If we have a paid plan, like maybe, then we would get a priority access through which speeds will get enhanced. So when the AI has finished making the project, but still there occurs a lot of errors, and we have to point out those errors, because let's try a slightly different approach by recreating the main activity file. Yes. Sometimes it cannot see the errors, so manually the user has to identify and point out the errors. Once it looks the errors, find out, then it proceeds on to fix those errors very fast. So as we have seen so far, myself being the user has not entered any line of code. I'm doing it completely through vibe coding. So what actually here is happening, because we started even the AI is making minute little mistakes. The mistake it has made is very basic mistake. It has failed to understand that when we initiated our project, it had a basic empty project with hello world, and it forgot. It built a complete app onto a new directory and forgot to make the changes. Now it has to rectify all the possible issues in each and every file maybe. AI app building is fun, but it takes a lot of time. Really a lot of time. And after waiting for so much time, and we end up with an app having lots of errors. One more thing I want to point out, because AI cannot automate the process fully on its own. So we have to, in the beginning of the project creation, we have to tell it that we have to guide it basically, which I did not. So that is the problem we are facing now. If I had given directions to the AI properly to convert the app, the empty app, to my new app, rather than giving it a completely new app from scratch, we would not have encountered this issue. That is why it is taking a lot of time. The bad thing is, I think it has to update each and every file. That is what it's doing now. And we have like 26 files, and it is doing one by one from the scratch. Although there are only few lines which has to be added and deleted, but still it has to understand each and every file and make those changes, so it is very time consuming. This should not have happened in the beginning, because I would blame myself as well as the AI, because AI also should have understood that it should have converted the app rather than creating a new app, and we ended up 2 projects in a single project. Clearly it is taking a lot of time. Vibe coding is just waiting. That's it. Lots of patience is required. While we were starting the app, we already saw that I only had 3 projects. So I have not made any new projects apart from 3 old projects. because it's very time consuming and we have to wait for a long time to get the results. So a person who knows how to program with coding, who knows how to code, will be more precise when making an app because he knows what actually he is doing. But if you get it done through an AI, there is a term called hallucination. Like it assumes a lot of things and drives the project into something very weird. And so AI project development still needs to grow a lot. Current state is only for fantasy show-off purposes. That's what AI can achieve in the future, but currently it is no good for a program development process. All we want here is to run the app with no errors, and the app should look like what we imagined through the prompt. Finally, there's some positive news. We have some positive news here about the app. That things have been fixed. So it's saying that the app should now show the roulette main screen instead of hello Android message. Let's add the final piece of code. Let's add the final piece of code, a comment in the main activity to indicate the next step. Okay. Usually the AI adds a lot of comments because it needs to keep track and understand what it has been doing with the code for later purpose if somehow it needs to make some changes in the future. So I shall ask it. I have asked a simple question and it's taking a lot of time. I think that is the caveat of the free version because it has put my request in waiting list. That is the reason it is taking time, maybe. Once it gives a confirmation, we can try to run the app, hopefully without any errors, and check how our app stands. Okay. Okay, now let's start the app. Hopefully it does not have any errors. Yeah, you see, lots of errors here. So what we are going to do is simply copy paste these errors. We copy these errors and we paste it so that it looks into the errors. It requires lots of patience just to make a simple app. Because oftentimes we end up with lots of errors and we need to copy those where we are getting the errors and show it to the AI again, then it corrects it, then we again build the app, we run it, then we again end up with errors. So it's go on, it usually go on like this. So I think these are basic errors. These are basic errors which can be fixed very quickly. But the first question is, why does it not itself check for errors? We'll simply close all these files so that it does not look congested so that accept it. Now that we have fixed all the compatibility issues with the theme styles and correct. Okay, let's see whether the app runs or not. Once it comes launching on devices, then the app usually starts. So it should start now. Okay, this is my roulette. What if I press setting, opening settings, it's showing opening settings but not showing something. What if I press start game, starting game? Okay, so we had the issues here when I press start game. What happened? Something when I press settings, it says opening settings, nothing, and start game as starting game and nothing. Although it is showing the main menu correctly, but I have already given it all the instructions to make the game. So when I go into the settings, oh right. Okay, so what is it saying? The current implementation main activity is set up only to show toast messages when you press the buttons, as we didn't implement the full settings and game activity yet. Okay. To implement the full app, you would need to create game activities. Please implement it. I think making okay, it is saying that it only builds the main menu and the toast messages, nothing else. So we have waited till this time only to make those basic main menu screen. I thought it already had made the game as well, but it did not. So let us see what it does with it. And it's taking a lot of time again. Okay, so only settings activity, game activity, then we also have inactivity as well. Is it forgetting that? Already this file of code has 4 serious errors marked in red color. Lots of time it's taking. So it has written 245 lines of code. Okay, it has done with the settings. Now it's making changes in the game activity so that it will show the roulette table. Let's see how well it shows, because we have not uploaded any image for a reference. So can it build a roulette table on its own? That is the question. We are almost into an hour building this app with the help of AI. But the app is not in fully built state. only partially built. Why did it make new activities when we already had activities? The AI is definitely not up to the mark. It really do not understand large code bases. Really, one needs to have a lot of patience to make apps with the help of AI. Lot of times it does not understand but there are some errors here. The app should not run because the errors showing up here. We need to rectify those first. So we need to copy paste these errors and let it rectify it. Otherwise, it won't fix those errors. How does it not see these errors while it's coding? Maybe these are very few basic errors and might get fixed quickly. So let us see. Really, it takes a lot of time. You need to have next level patience just to make these apps. Well, we have got rid of the errors, it seems. Okay, let's see. Now we don't have any errors. The game should launch. If we go settings, it shows save and return. When we start game, we have this table. Spin, clear bets, back to main menu. Okay. Bank balance is getting displayed on top, current bet. And the tokens here. And we do have numbers from 0 to 36. All good, it's working. So let's do a simple bet. We will put 100 token, 100 amount of token on bet 36 and spin. I don't know what happened. Clear bet, 100 amount, current bet 200 on 28. Spin. I got 18 and I lost. Put 100 bet on suppose 36. Spin. The number came out 13. How did I get paid? So there are lots of errors. We need to give more instructions and correct the app to make it work as a roulette. There are lots of mistakes in this app. So only just to get to this point, it requires this much of time, and to refine and polish it and make it work as intended takes even more time. So we will do that in the next video. For now, we will end the video, and thank you for watching. Have a nice time.